Nigeria, the giant of Africa, is a land woven with the colorful threads of over 250 tribes. Among these, 3 tribes stand tall like Iroko trees: the Hausa, Igbo, and Yoruba. Each tribe is unique, yet together they form a harmony of culture, tradition, and pride. One thing binds them all together: marriage, a sacred ceremony that is not just the union of two hearts, but the celebration of family, ancestry, and community. Though the languages differ, though the drums beat to different rhythms, the goal is the same: to honor love with dignity and joy. Now, let us journey through these 3 tribes, starting from the north, moving to the east, and finally the west. Let's go there. First, we will start our journey from the north, the Hausa traditional marriage. The golden sun of Kano fell gently on the bustling market square. The air smelled of suya, roasted groundnuts, and freshly dyed fabrics. In the heart of the city, preparations for a great event were underway: a Hausa traditional marriage, the Fatiha of Zainab and Musa. Drummers beat the kalangu, and women in flowing abaya whispered about the bride's beauty. Zainab, known for her grace and soft speech, sat quietly in a room decorated with colorful mats and lali designs on her hands and feet. She wore a shimmering zani wrapper and veil that glowed like morning sun on desert sand. Meanwhile, outside the mosques, men gathered in white babariga and hula caps. The groom Musa stood firm, his eyes calm, his heart pounding like the talking drum. But here is the twist: Musa would not even see his bride until the agreement was sealed. The Malam began the ceremony. Bismillah, he intoned, his voice rolling like desert wind. The elders nodded, their beards glittering with wisdom. 2 families sat opposite each other, and the negotiations began, not with loud bargaining, but with quiet dignity. The Sadaki bride price is 20,000 naira. The bride's representative said, "Alhamdulillah, we accept." The groom's uncle replied, his voice deep with pride. With a prayer, the Malan raised his hands. May Allah bless this union, grant them pious children and long life. Drums thundered outside. The Fatiha was complete. The women erupted in ululations. Lali, lali, lali. The men sang praises of Allah as horse riders galloped past, their spears glittering in sunlight. The refund began in the bride's house. Zainab was adorned like a desert queen. Golden jewelry, henna patterns calling up her arms, her face glowing with kushi. The women danced rawa, their hips swaying like desert palm trees, while the men outside shared steaming bowls of tuwo shinkafa and miya kuka. Musa, now allowed to see his wife, entered humbly. Zainab lowered her eyes shyly as the room filled with blessings and laughter. The Hausa marriage was complete, not with noise, but with grace, dignity, and celebration that echoes the ancient Sahel. Now, let's enter the Igbo world. Igbo people are rooted in culture. The Igbo Nkwu, which is traditional marriage, is full of music, palm wine, and colorful wrappers. Here we go. The morning sun raised gently over Boduku, casting golden light on the red earth. The compound of Chief Okeke was alive with color, music, and laughter. Today was no ordinary day. It was the day of Igbo Nkwu, the wine-carrying ceremony of Adaeze and Chukwudi. Palm fronds and woolly patterns decorated the gates. Women in bright George wrappers tied tightly around their waists moved gracefully like flowing rivers, their beats jingling with every step. The air was thick with the smell of roasted yam, palm oil stew, and the distant beat of the ogene metal gong. Inside the bride's father's house, Ade sat on a low stool. Her beauty was like the early morning dew, soft and fresh. She wore Ishagu blouse and wrapper tied with royal elegance, coral beads resting on her neck like drops of fire. Her friends teased her, laughing and singing, Adaeze Geje, Geje Chodia o, Adaeze Geje, Geje Chodia o, Chukwudi ga-aṅụ mmanya taa. Which means Adaeze will go and search for her husband today. Chukwudi will drink the wine today. Outside, the crowd gathered under a big wooden drum shade. Chukwudi sat with his kinsmen, wearing his Ishiago shirt, a red cap tilted slightly like a prince. His walking stick rested by his side, his eyes calm but sharp. In front of him lay the bride price list, already settled after long negotiations that lasted late into the night. Chief Okeke, with a voice like a talking drum, announced, "My people, today is a day of joy. The kola nut has spoken, the palm wine is ready. Let the bride come forth." Drums rolled, a chaka rattled. Ade stepped out, carrying a wooden cup of palm wine in both hands. Her hips swayed gently, her anklets jingling like tiny bells. The crowd roared in excitement. The tradition was clear. She must find her husband among the crowd and give him the drink. She danced slowly, scanning the faces. Uncles pretending to be husbands, old men joking, boys whistling. Then her eyes locked with Chukwudi. His smile was steady, his confidence like a lion in the grass. Adaeze knelt gracefully, offering the wine with two hands. Chukwudi sipped deeply and raised the cup high. The crowd erupted. Ihoma, Ihoma, good fortune. The elders prayed. Kola nuts were broken and gifts exchanged. Yams, goats, crates of beer, wrappers, salt, and bundles of joy. The dancing began. Women shook their waists like rattlesnakes. Men stomped the ground in rhythm, spraying crisp naira notes into the air like leaves in Hamatan. That night, under the moonlight, the drums told the story of love, tradition, and pride. The Igbo marriage was complete, not just a union of two hearts, but a celebration of ancestry and culture that would echo for generations. Now, let's enter the final tribe, which is Yoruba tribe. Yoruba is a great tribe. Their traditional marriage is full of talking drums, flamboyant attires, prostrations, and money spraying. Here we go. The sun dipped low over Ibadan city, casting long golden shadows on the courtyard where two families prepared for a grand celebration. Today was the engagement ceremony of Ayomide and Yetunde, a Yoruba traditional marriage known as Igbo Igba Nkwu. The compound looked like a festival of colors, vivid asoke fabrics, shimmering gele head wraps, and agbadas so wide they could shelter a child from the rain. The aroma of ofada rice, peppered goat meat, and fried plantains floats through the air as guests arrive in groups, each singing and dancing, declaring their family's presence with pride. At one end, The groom's family lined up. Suddenly, the talking drum spoke. Kábíyèsí o, ẹ wá o, the king is coming. You have arrived. The drummers bent low, their sticks dancing on the goat skin, producing rhythms that made even the odd sweat their shoulders. Then came the moment of honor, the prostration ritual. The groom and his friends, dressed in dazzling agbada and fela caps, walked in with steps like royal dancers. In unison, they fell flat on the ground before the bride's family, their faces kissing the earth in respect. Ekun Ijosino, they chorused, "We greeted you respectfully." The bride's family smiled, responding with blessings. Ekun Orire, congratulations. The bride, Yetunde, appeared like a goddess draped in asoke, her gele towering like a crown. Her coral beads rested on her neck like royal jewels, and her smile was sweet as honey. She walked with the grace of a queen, accompanied by friends singing praises. Yetunde Omorere, Omolore, Ayayomide o. The engagement list was read. Items like yam tubers, honey, kola nuts, alligator pepper, bottles of wine, and boxes of clothes were displayed proudly. The groom's family presented them with a flourish, and the bride's family clapped in approval. Then came the money rain. Guests pulled out gripped naira notes, spraying them into the air as the drummers increased the tempo. The bride and the groom danced, hips swaying, agbada flying, joy sparkling like palm wine on market day. Children ran about, collecting notes from the ground, while elders watched with knowing smiles. As the sun sank and lanterns lit the compound, the talking drum spoke again, softer now, like a whisper of blessings. Ayomide, Yetunde, may your home be sweet like honey. May your union be strong like the Iroko tree. Thus ended the Yoruba marriage, not just a ceremony, but a royal festival of respect, love, and abundance. Nigeria is like a great talking drum. Different skins, yet one sound. The Hausa, Igbo, and Yoruba may walk different paths in tradition, but their destination is the same: love, family, and honor. From the quiet dignity of the Hausa Fatiha to the colorful elegance of the Igbo Igba Nkwu and the flamboyant festivity of the Yoruba Ìgbéyàwó, one truth shines: marriage is not just the union of two souls, but the celebration of community and culture. Our diversity is not a weakness, it is our greatest strength. For when the drums of Hausa blend with the flutes of Igbo and the talking drums of Yoruba, the melody becomes a symphony that the world stops to hear. So let the story live on. Let love continue to bind us, stronger than the harmattan wind and sweeter than honey dripping from a calabash. For in the distance of marriage, Nigeria finds her rhythm. Thank you for watching. Remember, we are here to bring you stories and histories from the days of our ancestors. Encourage us by subscribing to the channel. See you in the next video.